Rocks Xebec and God Valley were first introduced nearly 5 years ago, and ever since then, small details have been revealed along the way, but now we're finally witnessing the greatest and most important flashback in all of One Piece history. A lot of significant events will take place at God Valley. We'll probably see a baby Shanks, Figarland's true strength, the Rocks vs. Roger fight, Shakuyaku's real role in the anime, and other strong characters like Whitebeard, Rayleigh, and so on. Apart from these incredible revelations at God Valley, there appears to be an immense amount of treasure on this island, including 6 mysterious boxes, most likely full of devil fruits. As mentioned in chapter 1095, celestial dragons occupy an unaffiliated island every 3 years and then target and hunt down every single civilian present on this island. This competition determines the champion, the one who manages to hunt down all the civilians. The winner most likely gets a devil fruit from one of those mysterious boxes, and I'll explain why. Since this event occurs every 3 years, it is likely common knowledge. Even Doflamingo, who was only 1 year old when the God Valley incident occurred, did something similar at Dressrosa. He possesses a wealth of knowledge about the celestial dragons and is even aware of their secret treasure. He organized the Kurita Coliseum battle arena, where the winner would receive the Mera Mera no Mi devil fruit. Perhaps he drew inspiration from the games held by the celestial dragons. Interestingly, Luffy acquired his Gomu Gomu no Mi from such a treasure box as well. While there can be many rewards that the celestial dragons might give for hunting down the population of a country, devil fruits are considered to be the most valuable, and we all know that the celestial dragons have a lot of money. It has already been confirmed that the Uo Uo no Mi, a mythical Zoan-type devil fruit, was one of these treasure boxes, and Big Mom gave Kaido this fruit. Another devil fruit was Kuma's Nikyu Nikyu no Mi. Both these fruits are very powerful, maybe even in the top 3 of their own categories of Zoan and Paramecia, so it would be logical to predict that the other 4 devil fruits were very powerful as well, but it's still a mystery. Let's try to predict with logical reasoning what these 4 powerful devil fruits could be. Whitebeard is a great option. We don't know when Whitebeard ate his devil fruit, but when he was a member of the Rocks Pirates, Roger's biggest rival was Rocks Xebec. However, after God Valley, Roger's opponent became Whitebeard. There were other strong characters, and of course, Whitebeard is still strong even without his devil fruit, but it seems to me that he underwent some kind of a power-up after Xebec's death and the God Valley incident. I believe he ate the Gura Guro no Mi, the strongest Paramecia devil fruit, at God Valley and became even stronger. Big Mom already had a devil fruit by that time. I am also sure that Rocks Xebec did not eat one at God Valley, even if he had no devil fruit earlier, because he died there, and it would make no sense to show him eating and using a devil fruit just for a few hours or days. Most likely Shiki also ate his Fua Fua no Mi at this island. Every time he appeared in a flashback during that era, it seemed that he had no devil fruit, always fighting with 2 swords in Wano clothes. The Fua Fua no Mi is one of the most powerful devil fruits as well, so I believe there's a high chance that it was in one of these chests. I am sure it will be revealed in the story, as we still have to witness the flashback of God Valley, and I'm sure that Shiki will be back in the story in the near future, and there are a few reasons for it. The first reason is that Shiki stated that once he makes something float, it will stay that way until he either undoes it or loses consciousness. And we saw flying houses in Wano, so he's still alive for sure. After being defeated by Roger, Shiki then fought against Garp and Sengoku and later became the first pirate to ever escape Impel Down. In a panel where Oda revealed the most important Rocks pirates, everyone had a role in the story. Stussy plays a big role at Egghead. Big Mom and Kaido had their own major arcs. Whitebeard had Marineford. Captain John and his treasure have been mentioned since chapter 233 and remain important. Currently, we see Rocks' flashback, but Shiki is still missing. Oda hasn't forgotten about Shiki. For example, in a Wano flashback, Higurashi briefly transformed into him. Even at Elbaf, we saw similar animals in the world to what Shiki had in the One Piece film Strong World. Also, we know that Shiki had some kind of 20-year-old plan that he told both Roger and Whitebeard, but they both refused. That was exactly 20 years ago, meaning now is the perfect time for him to appear, and I'm sure Oda will also reveal his backstory and the moment when he got the Fua Fua no Mi. The next option is, of course, Figarland Garling. Figarland Garling is probably one of the strongest characters in One Piece right now. Garling was a champion on God Valley. He could even fight and damage Prime Whitebeard. When Shanks and Whitebeard met in chapter 434, Whitebeard mentioned that the wound he got from that guy aches whenever he looks at Shanks' face, and we saw that Shanks looks a lot like young Garling. I believe that he ate a devil fruit at God Valley as well. When we look at some One Piece characters, it's clear that they are devil fruit users. For example, Brook, Treble, Gecko Moria, Tamago, Buffalo, and more. Non-Devil Fruit users, especially swordsmen like Mihawk, Vista, Zoro, and Shanks, look more human. Young Garling looked more human as well, but now Garling's appearance makes me think that he's a Devil Fruit user. When the Gods Knights were revealed, there was a Devil Fruit pattern in the background, so all of them may be Devil Fruit users. At least from what we've seen, Junko, Shepard, and Killingham all have Devil Fruits. Even though we don't know Shamrock's powers yet, even his sword has eaten a Devil Fruit, so it would be logical to assume that Shamrock and his father are Devil Fruit users as well. The champion of God Valley most likely deserved one of the strongest Devil Fruits in the story. Another reason for this is the fact that when Roger and Rayleigh found Shanks, he was in a treasure box. I think Garling ate a devil fruit and later put Shanks in that chest to protect him, but after the war, he lost the chest and it was found by Roger's pirates. The next option is Yamato and the Inu Inu no Mi. It's one of the mythical Zoan-type devil fruits, which fits the top-tier devil fruit theme perfectly. Yamato ate this fruit purely out of hunger, with Kaido not intending for him to be the one consuming the fruit. So he somehow got this fruit and kept it for someone else. That does not happen often in One Piece, so for me it seems like Kaido just grabbed one of the chests from God Valley and kept it in Wano until Yamato ate it accidentally, just like Luffy did with his own rubber fruit. Another option is Dragon's Rain God Devil Fruit. We saw Ivankov and Kuma, and I think Dragon was there too, but he was not a revolutionary at the time. He was a marine, and a strong one. He ate this legendary devil fruit, saw everything with his own eyes, started to hate the Celestial Dragons, and quit the Marines. Years later, he started to gather an army for the revolution, including Kuma and Ivankov. Of course, we still do not know Dragon's devil fruit, but it's clear that he has one. The Rain God Devil Fruit just seems like a perfect fit for an important character like Monkey D. Dragon, a character who is the most wanted criminal, the leader of the Revolutionary Army, and the father of the main character of the whole anime. For me, it's also clear that he has a Devil Fruit related to weather or wind power, so he might have a normal wind Logia or some kind of mythical Zoan. But if we look at it from a different perspective, there must be a character that has the Rain God Devil Fruit, as we have already seen the Sun God, and there are many theories about Emu, Blackbeard, and other characters owning other god-type devil fruits. The best candidate for the Rain God fruit, at least for now, is Dragon. As I mentioned, those chests look a lot like where Luffy got his fruit. Maybe they were trying to start the game again after being delayed for years because of the fight that happened there, and Nika was the biggest prize. Shanks tried to stop them from starting those games again by stealing the biggest prize guarded by Who's Who. There is a high chance that he also knew the real power of the Gomu Gomu no Mi, so he accomplished two things with one action. Also, as I mentioned, Figarland Garling is one of the most important characters of this arc, and not only in this arc. Now he is the leader of the Holy Knights. If you want to find out who will fight Garling in the end, you can watch this video right here. Thanks for watching. Bye.